I've just been editing the new Maestros Flamenco course, La Caña, and I just want to share some things with you. Let's have a look at it first, and I'll take you through it.
Parte de la letra.
Okay.
Ya a mí me puede un compás. Ahí cae.
Okay, so what it is that Manuel shows the possibilities of flamenco. So most of us are very used to taking flamenco as a sequence choreography, but in Maestros Flamenco, we take the choreography but go beyond it. We study the possibilities of it. For example, what does Manuel mean about possibilities? It means that there's not just one version of choreography or dance in flamenco. There are lots of possibilities that we have to get to know. Let's listen to it again.
Y la estoy haciendo seguida. No hay ningún remate.
All right, so here's another word that you need to know, seguida, and what that means is that the singer can sing the song continuously, seguida, or he might take a respiration. What do you do? How does that affect your dance, right? Okay, and so let's have a look at the next part.
Otra posibilidad.
So what we wanted to do was also to show different possibilities so that you have a way of comparison, because if you've only known one version, then you don't have basis for comparison, but we want to show possibilities of flamenco, posibilidades. That's what we should understand. Okay?
Me va a hacer 3 compases. 1.
So this version has Manuel Soto singing longer.
Y aquí está respirando, pues yo lo aguanto. Y ahora meto ahí.
All right, so did you notice the difference in the first possibility and the second possibility? It's really going to test your sense of hearing and observation, because in the second possibility, the singer is singing the first phrase longer, and we counted the compasses. There's actually 3 compasses. So how does that affect your dance, and how do you come into it? In the choreography, you're going to wait out the song and listen to a point where the tonality falls. All right, so there are many things I understand that you're having to get used to if you've actually tackled flamenco as a fixed choreography. Then these are some things that have to start popping out at you, like little signages that you have to get to know. For example, tonality. The other thing that he mentioned was respiro. He noted that the singer was going to take a break, a singer's break, right, to breathe. And so how does that impact your dance? Well, again, you wait it out, aguanto. Manuel then fills up that gap where the singer is not singing with something else, which you see him do. Okay, so I'm going to put a link to this video that I've just done. It's a preview of the new course, so you can go study that a little bit closer. I'm just going to give a little precursor here so that you get to understand a little bit more from the dancer's point of view, and also for me as the editor. These are things that I want to highlight. And moving on to the song, let's see.
Esas son las posibilidades que hay.
Okay, so we go on to the song in Maestros Flamenco because it's not just about the dance itself. If you want to understand from flamenco in a more holistic or complete way, we're having to see flamenco from the 3 essential points of view: the dancer's point of view, the singer, understand the song, and then also the guitarist, because they all interact and they're a conversation. If you only listen to one side of the story, then it's not a conversation, it's a monologue, or it's a prescribed script of choreography, right? But to understand the conversation of flamenco, you're needing to then hear or understand the different perspective, right? The baile, cante, guitarra. And therefore in Maestros Flamenco, we have the singer's point of view too. He's explaining. There you go.
Hacemos primer tercio de 2 compases o de 3 compases, y podemos hacerlo sin respirar o respirando.
So you heard Manu explain from his point of view as a singer what his own possibilities are. And I think it's really helpful when you also go beyond your dancer's hat to step into the skin of the singer, because the singer is actually seeing how to accompany, right? But also you're having to, as a dancer, understand and hear how the singer sings, all right? And then finally we have the guitar.
Mi séptima. Y la menor.
All right, and the guitarist's role is super important because he's actually paying attention to both the dancer as well as the singer, and he's the glue that brings it together. I think when we're first starting out, we don't pay that much attention to the guitar, right? We think he's just an element there supporting, but it is so important because if you understand how the guitarist can accompany you, then there's so many possibilities you can ask of him, you know, you can understand the dialogue a lot better. So I do recommend that even though you're a dancer, yes, number one, pay attention to your dance, the technique, the expression, the style, everything that is given, but then start understanding the song and then also the guitar, because you'll realize how complex that is, but how essential. And then I've rounded out my editing with a little bit of music. And this music is a music we recorded this year. It's our newest music for Maestros Flamenco, and it's going to help you in your practice. I've slowed it to different speeds, and it's also available for performances, all right? So go check out the Maestros portal, and here it is. Let me just show you again. All right, so it is maestrosflamenco.com. Go check it out for your free course to start getting into this world of flamenco communication codes, live flamenco, spontaneous flamenco, tablao resources. Find it in Maestros Flamenco. Start understanding flamenco beyond the choreography. Okay, and if you got any questions, let me know how I can answer them, and stay in touch here.